Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Greg here with the second sort of update on the pre-dreadnought Russian battleship by Zvezda, 1/350 scale Oriol, or I think that's how it's pronounced. As you can see, I have the decks. The decks are just dry fitted at the moment, so let's just zoom in a little touch. There we go. Put it this way. As you can see, there's the decks are just dry fit. Nice fit. You know, I've put the actual wood decking on, and I'll just give it a wash with I think it was Tamiya's. Yeah, Tamiya panel accent, the panel liner accent colour, the dark brown, just a light coat just to bring some of the wood texture out onto it. That was quite good. Obviously, it's nice. As I say, these went on really nicely. It was self-adhesive, and I've had to put nothing on them really, and they haven't come up at all. So quite pleased with those. This is the company I got them from, which is Art Works Models, as in WOX. I suppose there's many other suppliers that do this. You get a little instruction booklet in the back how to put them on, which was. So I'm going to keep them little bits of wood. You never know when they might come in useful for something. Yeah, the same with the bottom part. That's all done as well. We've got the wood deck on there. That was me just messing around with colours for the low hull when I decided to paint. So yeah, that's all. They're all quite nicely come up. Really, I was a bit apprehensive putting the wood decking on. I thought if I give myself one chance and it doesn't go on properly, I'm going to have to rip it off and then it won't go on again. But it did, so I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, so now with the lower hull of the ship, which is basically finished apart from a few little bits and pieces. As you can see, I've weathered it again. I used oils, I used Tamiya paints, mixture to get the lower hull. I used the splatter, you know, the splatter sheet things you can buy for those speckles, like the rust speckles, and on the bottom. Let's just zoom in a little bit. You can see some of the better detail there. So, I haven't put the propellers on yet. Just put the actual guns in yesterday, the casement guns. And my good friend Paul, who we're doing the buddy build with, is sending me some nice brass brass pieces to put on a plinth, which is very kind of him. So that's why I haven't put the decks on at the moment. And the other side is, well, the same. What I did with after I got all the paints on and my teeth back in. After I painted all the sides, especially the grey, I got some. I've got a full of. Can't speak today. Put my teeth back in. I made a sort of not a wash, but sort of a green. Yeah, I suppose it is a bit of a wash, very light green, and I went along the top of the water line, which produce looks like algae, and some little. I've got a kit from Life Colour Models. There's a salt streaks which I put on there as well. As you know, I like my vehicles weathered. As you can see underneath, so I haven't got the propellers on yet, as you can see. But yeah, so that was quite nice. And then I used a black accent colour again and streaked the grey, and just an oil paint for the rust, which is very straightforward again. And then it's had a coat of matte, which is a bit shiny, so I'm going to give it another coat and see if it dulls it down a bit. Say the torpedo posts I've just put on today as well. They're on. So I'm in the process of making a torpedo now, or trying to make one. So let's put that down there for now. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. It's my first ship in 30 years, so I'm quite pleased with it so far. Some of the things I have weathered, I started to weather. Where are we at? Here we are. The funnels, the first parts of the funnels. I've got two funnels, so we started to weather those as well. because apparently when this ship, I'm depicting this ship in the, is it Terashima, I can never remember, against the Japanese, and time these ships got to where they were going to fight, they'd been on the seas for months and months and months, and the ships were not in good order at all. So that's how I've depicted it. As soon as I read that, I thought, great, I can go ahead and weather. So that's what I did. And the other funnel's exactly the same, so that's where I'm at with those at the moment. They're not quite finished yet, but coming along nicely. The lifeboats, as you've seen before, I put the lifeboats, I did the wood effect and varnished the bottom, and also made some little oars out of stretch sprue and the, you know, the number parts of the sprue, and I made some oars, you see those as well, and coloured them in wood colour and that, just a little bit more detail I thought, instead of just plonking them on there. The other ships are, where have the other ones gone now with the, where the hell have I put them? Strange, where have I gone? Oh, they're in here. I'll go to them in a minute. And the larger ones, I thought, well, this is the armour model in me. I thought we must have some little tarps on them at some point, so I did a couple of tarps on some of them as well, you know, just something a little bit different. There's heavy oars are in there as well, and you've got the colour on the bottom, the wooden colour. You're probably going to see all of this anyhow when it's all on, but I thought that was just a nice change, just something slightly different. So that's what we've got there, is all the lifeboats. Well, 90% of them, I've got to show you some more in a minute. Obviously I haven't tarped everything, but just tarped a few of them. Well, that's the lifeboats, and some more lifeboats in here. These are the ones with the wooden decks. These are the ones with the wooden decks, and there again I've done a white lower hull on them, and the wooden decks from the same kit. It comes with the wooden things. I'll put those on. These need a little bit more weathering here, I think, on the top, or a bit more detail painting, but they're getting there. So I've weathered them a little bit again, say the rain streaks and whatever on the sides. There's 4 of those different sizes, so that's those. I also made a start. It's a weird ship because a lot of details actually well, I'll show you these parts first actually, and then we'll see. These are sort of parts of a superstructure, but it comes right directly almost from the hull. So again I've patted them up a little bit, and both instead of sit sort of going to there like that, and there's a little bit of deck showing on there, but on the inside these pieces go, which is a bit of a weird one, but that's the way it goes on this one. So what I've done again, they're all grey, and I've just gone inside there with a lighter grey on the windows, and I've put a grey wash just on around the edges of it as well. Well, you're probably not going to see a lot of it, but it's there. At least I know it's there anyhow. So there's those little bits. And again, same thing again, just on a cocktail stick this time. The same thing again. I may drop a little piece of gloss varnish just into the windows to give them a bit of a glisten, I think, just to show up at the glass. That's those. What else have we got? Yeah, I've got some of the superstructure done. This is the part of the superstructure. The decks are a different colour on these ones. I think I did this a light brown. It's the German camouflage pale brown. I did that, and then I put a brown wash on top of that as well. How I got the nice edges on it, I actually got some masking tape and cut little bits up. And I've been watching a few ship modelers, and I picked the idea up off them, and hundreds and hundreds of bits of tape just round it so you can protect in the grey. Sorry, the centre when you spray on the outside of the grey. So I've got those done. Part of superstructure. These all need weather on the top yet. The grey parts again, they need the same as the other ones. I think this is just basically the same as you've seen it before. part of a suit which need weathering again myself, which I want to do this afternoon. And what else have we got? Oh yes, we've got cowlings, vents, funnel, what are you going to call them. I need to drill them out, and by looking at a lot of people's builds, they were internally red. I don't know how true look that is, but yeah, I had to drill those out and drop a. I'm going to drop a little bit of a dark wash in there as well, just to dull that red down a little bit, I think. But again, yeah, I might leave, I don't know yet. Yeah, I said I drilled all those out. So that's those. I won't show you all the guns, I'll just show you what I've done with them. These haven't started to be in weather yet either, but I'll just show you two of the guns. I got my armament. I've made the, as you say, I made some blast bags out of tissue paper. And I've given them a coat of off-white. Obviously these need weathering yet. But I've got a bit more lighter brown, lighter white on, lighter grey on the top. You know, it's reflecting where the sun's been. But yeah, they come out quite well. Quite happy with that. So I just need weathering yet. And same for the secondary armour as well, which same thing again. I've just done blast bags and done sort of different heights of the guns. I don't have to be the same all the time. So yeah, there again, these haven't been weathered yet either, but that's the next stage for them. Is when I do that. I shall be doing that soon. And I decided I'm going to try and use a bit of PE. There's no PE with this kit, but luckily I had a Geranic set of ladders and things like that for ships and whatever, because I have me and Paul are going to do the Dreadnought at some point. Yeah, so I've done these little ladders instead of using the plastic ones, which are, where are we at? Where the hell? I'll show you some in a minute when I find them. So I've done these instead of cord. You can really hardly tell them at all. But yeah, I'm going to put those on instead as 4 there. Instead of using, I think they're in here. Yeah. Instead of using those grey parts, just the lads like that, I'm going to use those metal ones, the PE ones as well. So that's where we are. And anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Oh yes, I'm trying to make a torpedo net as well. Where are we at? What I've used is cheesecloth. You can tell I was just on here at the moment. It's cheesecloth dipped in PVA and water and roll them, and I've just started to colour them with a grey colour, but obviously it's going to need more. Just leave them to dry, and then they're going to go along from the torpedo, you know, the poles that come out. Let's have something a little bit different again. Hopefully it'll work. They say just PVA and water, and we'll see where it goes from there. I think that's where we are at the moment. Nothing else. I think we've done everything, showed you everything I need to show you. Yeah, I think that's all done. So I'm concentrating on starting to do the decks and other things like that, and the superstructure weathering. I can't really I can't put the decking on there yet until the things, the brass parts come from Paul. And then I can, I've got a piece of wood coming, so I can stain that and put it on there. I think there's a decal in there saying the ship's name, which I'll put on maybe a little bit of a plinth as well, just on top of it on the side maybe. And once that arrives, I can crack on. So that's where we are with the Zvezda kit. It's a nice little kit. It really is a nice little kit. For I think I paid 22 quid for it, 23 quid for a 1/350 scale. You can't argue with that. And if the detail is minimum, but like I say, I've just done little bits and pieces to add to it. But obviously, a proper shipbuilder gets out of this, he'll probably, you know, go to town on it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Still like my armour. I'm enjoying the ship build. As you can tell by the weathering on the sides, I like my armour. Right, so thank you very much for stopping by and having a look, and we shall see you very soon with I've got another inbox review of another GeroDesign.com kit, so watch out for that. So thank you all my subscribers once again, new and old. We're getting there, we're getting nicely there, we're going along. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll catch you very, very soon.